Let me turn to Majority Leader Shekarchi. I would call you an infrastructure hawk. So you are very supportive and very bullish on issues around roads, around the piers, around the ports, around the airport. And one of the projects and incentives that the Chamber and the business community feels very strongly about is the worthiness of having an air service development fund. And that fund has been able to help recruit new airlines to service Rhode Island and really drive down fares for consumers that are utilizing the airport. What are your thoughts about expanding that fund and really continuing to grow the airport?
I absolutely support it. The team at the airport has done a phenomenal job. John Savage, the board chair, Iftekhar, Ahmed, the new president of the Airport Corporation, have delivered. It's about results, and they have delivered results. We have 17 new destinations flying from green to different parts of the country. We're going international. We need to look at that. We need to continue to support that.
And let me just say, the business community is very appreciative of having new destinations because it drives down their costs.
And that's part of the companies that we talked about coming here in part because of the airport, the ease of going in and out of green and the destinations. I agree with Senate Minority Leader Algier. We need to look at the matrix. And unfortunately for us, we look at the matrix of the airport, they have done well. They have done very well in the last year with international flights to Europe, international flights with more to come, as I'm told. We're looking at a very strong, vibrant airport. It helps not only my home city, Leader McCaffrey's home city of Warwick, by having people come in and out of the airport. They stay at the local hotels. They pay a local tax, an airport tax. It helps the Hospitality Association, helps the tourism, it helps the Convention Center Authority, and all, everything that we in Rhode Island support, which is economic development, comes from the airport to a large degree. We need to continue to support and fund that. I think it's a worthy cause. I think it should be a priority, and I'll continue to fight to make it a priority.
So speaking of priorities, do you think changing the name of the airport should be a priority, and do you have a favorite name? Is it Providence International? Is it T.F. Green International? Does it matter?
The Lori White International Airport.
Okay.
Actually, I know the airport is conducting a study right now. Yep. They're doing
but does it matter? Let's just take it from that point of view. Does it matter what it's called?
Yes, it does matter, because we're in a competitive environment. Green for many years has been seen as a overflow to Logan. We need to create our own identity for that airport. We're flying international flights. We're flying a lot of business flights. So yes, that matters. The airport is doing their due diligence now. They're completing a study, which I believe will be resolved in the next 10 days to 2 weeks. I would support, if the airport felt it would help their marketing efforts, I would support a name change. Having said that, I would only support a name change for the airport if we somehow recognize T.F. Green. Whether it's a roadway or another building or some kind of a recognition, a statue, a plaque, something that remembers the traditional aspect of the good things he has done for the state of Rhode Island as a senator and as a governor. However, if the marketing shows that we can have a competitive advantage, there are approximately right now about 380 airports all over the country. Only 10% or less than 10% are named after individuals, not after a geographic area, a city or town or region. So we're in the minority in that. So we need to look at that. If the airport can convince me that it's a good thing to do, it helps the airplanes that are traveling and the airlines coming in and out of green, I would support that.
Mm-hmm. And it does have a legislative prerogative?
Yes, it is. It's legislative. That would be the House and the Senate that would have to decide that. But again, I want to make it clear, because I've received some correspondence from the T.F. Green family.
Yes, we saw it in the Projo. That is to the editor.
I will not support anything that doesn't recognize his great contributions to the state that he has done, and his family is right to be concerned about that legacy. It's a good legacy, and we should be proud of his accomplishments in Rhode Island.